Well, let's see. Hufflepuff already has the cup, but I'll probably wait to talk about that more until after the game. No new songs are ready to go up. I could talk about what I do during Quidditch, but pretty much everyone else has already done that, and so, yeah, that'll wait till I really have no ideas. Though I may be there. What should I talk about? Oh, yeah.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, then come on. Oh, come on. Woo! Let's get it on.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Rathe, you Adonis of sarcasm and satire, who are you to be telling us about our relationships? Your oldest student at VH is a third year who has been in 2 relationships, one of which was a fraud, and the other of which has almost gotten you killed on multiple occasions. Besides that, you're known to be a man, a species genetically proven to know as much about relationships as the typical American dragonfly knows about the cultural influence of the Great Wall of China. Well, while most of this is true, except for the dragonfly thing, which was a bit of a low blow, which I will not be forgetting anytime soon, there are a few insights that I can add to the general fray, partially from experience writing, partially from experience of real-life relationships, but mostly because I know that hardly anyone will listen to me anyway, and so it's not like I can do any harm. Take it away, myself. Rule number 1. One of the first things that caught my attention after my character was sorted and started classes was the huge number of first-year relationships that erupted all around me. It was like that first day at college where everyone is hoping to get a piece as though it might run out, except that instead of 18-year-olds, it was a bunch of 11-year-olds who were doing the snogging. Now, I realized that by VH rules, everyone involved was at least 13, if not significantly older, but it was still a bit of a disturbing mental image. I understand that VH exists as a place for us to act out our fantasies, but can't we at least let our characters get well and truly along with puberty before their hormones rage out of control? For Merlin's sake, we're a bunch of kids running around in a magical castle. Pictures talk, stairs change, armor might decide to kill you. What 11-year-old would think about kissing when they could be silly stringing the world with their wand? No, not that kind of wand. Rule number 2. Easy there, Casanova. Even assuming that you are one of 2 characters who waited until at least 3rd year to really start liking the opposite sex, there's no way that you're going to be able to pull off the date of a lifetime on your first try without some serious help. While we all want to write to the best of our ability, we have to remember that for most of us at that age, we were only barely emerging from the days of pulling a girl's hair to show her that we liked her. Unfortunately, women never seem to grow out of the whole violence equals love thing. Now, if your character has friends who are older than they are, you have some options. Bring in friends to help you, call on mentors for advice. Not only will the thread be more fun to read, but your character will have a reasonable source of their knowledge. You don't get to cast spells without learning them first. Relationships should work the same way. Rule number 3. Now I know you don't need to hear this. You are a responsible, mature person who is fully capable of differentiating between VH and real life. You would never confuse your character's relationships with your own, never feel personally slighted at what happens in the midst of play. It's all fun, right? But believe it or not, there are some people at VH who cannot make that distinction. So this is for them, not you. Part of the problem with a fantasy site like VH is that not everyone's fantasies are compatible. So when your character does get into a relationship, it's important to remember that it is your character who has a relationship and not you. You may have a friendly relationship with the other puppeteer, but the 2 relationships are completely different things. Keep that in mind and we'll all be a lot happier. Besides, who needs another source of angst? There's nothing sadder than someone who is jealous of their character. Rule number 4. Assuming that you are in this for the fun rather than for being a voyeur while your character gets on with the lovin', remember that imperfect situations always make for better reading than perfect ones. A perfect date is fantastic for folks who are on it, but kinda sickening for everyone else. Awkwardness, conflict, outrage, and flat-out catastrophe are the keys to a fun relationship RP. Besides, it makes you feel like your character has accomplished something at the end. Any guy can get a kiss on the perfect date, that's no biggie. If everything goes wrong and she still likes you, that can earn you a standing O. So bring on the pain. Rule number 5. For better or for worse, RPs about relationships draw a lot of attention around VH. It's one of the sicker parts of human nature, our inclination to seek so hard after something we don't have, but there's nothing better than a good love story to really draw both people's attention and their ire. So, go for it. Let your character get the strudel beaten out of them by love. It's fun to read, it's fun to write, and in the end, that's what we're all here for. No, fun!